Sup, Reitannite, it's Reitanna Seishin here. Super tired, as always. What's new? Um, so I have good news. Good news. And it's like, finally, I am officially engaged. So Mike proposed last night with with a pint of Sour Patch Kids ice cream, which has become my favorite ice cream, and inside was a ring pop, and it was sherbet flavored, and it broke, but I bawled my eyes out, and it was so wonderful. Um and what I'm gonna do, because I obviously ate the candy of the ring pop, um is I'm gonna try and find a like ring pop mold and make a permanent ring pop out of resin, and that's my engagement ring. It was it's so exciting that I don't know, it's I don't have to say my boyfriend anymore. I can say my fiance. It's just so weird. I I knew it was going to happen someday, but it's just something that, those are kind of low, huh? It's just something that I never thought I'd live to see. And so hopefully we there's a lot of steps we have to take to actually get our marriage license. And the first thing we have to do, and Michael admitted that he's been procrastinating on these steps. Um, I should have done that in the first place. I always keep forgetting that it has that function. Um, is we have to first, I guess, confirm with someone or something that I'm on the lease, which involves me getting on the phone with somebody. But, you know, yeah. Um, and then we have to go to the DMV to get our IDs. Yes, we haven't had our state IDs in Idaho for an entire year. This is something that I told Michael, and I told him that, a lot of stuff, we kind of had a little fight about it, but he ended up realizing that I was right. So, um, and that's why he proposed. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, so we have to get our IDs. Where is my stupid mouse? I guess it doesn't help if I don't start at an exact place. Okay. It would help if I could see my fucking mouse. It's too small. Okay. So get our IDs, and then we can go to the courthouse and get our marriage license. For those of you who are like, oh, what are you gonna do for your wedding? Wait. Because weddings are expensive, and actually, kind of a sort of American tradition that's become nothing but another ploy to get money and to spend a lot of money, and there's no reason for you to spend a lot of money on a wedding. It's not, it's like the wedding itself isn't what gets you married. You just go to down to the courthouse and get a marriage license. But I would like to have a wedding someday, maybe in a few years. And we would, not make it crazy. It would just be like a little sort of party If we get a cake, it's not going to be a wedding cake because they overprice those. It'll probably be just a cool birthday cake, I guess. And most of our money would probably go to the food. And I would get a dress that I could wear more than once. And definitely not going to be white because, well, white's boring. And our wedding ring is, again, wedding rings are just a ploy for you to spend a lot of money. There is no rules on wedding rings or how much you have to pay for it and stuff. I like silver, and I do like sparkly things, like things that look like diamonds. But I know that rhinestones don't always stay. But there are really good high quality rings you can get from a website for tungsten rings that are silver. And they can cost between $200 to $500, and I'm like, yes. And it's weird because some people get an engagement ring that's different than the wedding ring, and they spend all this money on it. I'm like, love isn't about money. I had told Michael a long time ago that I didn't care if he proposed with a ring from a 25-cent machine. But he goes and he gets me one that's edible. And he uses the Sour Patch Kids ice cream as a wedding ring box. The only thing he forgot to do, which he said he swore he was going to do, was take his pants off. But yeah, I bawled, and it's still weird. It's a weird feeling. It's like it hasn't exactly sunk in yet that this is what is happening. But every time I think about it, I'm just overcome with joy. And I really hope that I can find a ring pop mold, because I'm going to keep, well, even if I don't, I'm going to keep my engagement ring for the rest of my life. But I would like to make it, into a permanent ring pop to signify the meaning behind it, because he knows I love candy, and he knows I love sweets and sugar, and it's actually a really harmful addiction I have, but what can you do? I'm not even sure if this would look good. So this is Vroid Studio. For those of you who have been watching my This One Dance series, this is where I make my models. And it's a free program, but it's still in the beta. It's version 0.7.3. So there are a lot of things. This wasn't even how I was going to make it anyway. There are a lot of things still, you could say, wrong with it. Yeah, that's going to take forever. And that would be the lack of accessories. Like, the only accessories you have are literally uniform tie and, for girls, uniform bow. So that's lame and dumb and lame. And these glasses are made out of hair. Poor Tenji. I mean, it's really, really, really cool so far, and I know they plan on implementing a lot of different things. But you can tell it's in the beta. For one thing, I can't even... There's save as, and quit. There is no go back to menu or open another project. So if I wanted to open a different avatar, I'd have to close it out and then restart the program. Also, unlike Vikatsu, you can't make your avatar fatter or skinnier. You can't give them thicker arms or thicker legs. So, like, if I wanted to make Bubblegum, he wouldn't be as as full-bodied as he's supposed to be. The hair editor is decently difficult. It's not perfect, and it's easily the hardest part of making an avatar. But it's still really, really cool. It's an awesome concept for an easy way to make hair, and it's awesome. And I know in the future they plan to implement a system where you can import other 3D meshes, because so far all we have is and this is for males. So you have uniform vest with short sleeves, and you can do a couple of things. Oh, not with this, I guess. You have uniform vest long sleeve, and you can do this and this. And then you have a t-shirt, which is ugly as shit. It's not tight. You do sleeve length. You can do sleeve narrowness. But waist width goes up and not down. And length also goes further and not up. And then hooded sweater, which you have a couple of sliders on. And that's all for male. And then you only have uniform pants for male. You have a couple of skirts for female and a couple of dresses for female. And then shoes, he doesn't have two of the shoes that females have. So you got like school loafers, you got sneakers, you got basketball shoes, and you got high cut shoes. I wanted to use... No, wait. So I really don't know what I'm doing with his outfit right now. But hopefully they implement the importing of custom meshes soon, because I can actually make 3D stuff. And so I would make them wear whatever the hell I wanted. With body editor, though, you can also change the texture. So you can add stuff, like all the things he's wearing right now. You know, if you have an image editor that does transparency, you know, and it's pretty detailed, you can do nails and stuff. I love Tenji. He's so awesome. I love you, Tenji. My Tenji boy! And you can do the texture editor for the face, too. This is where all the face stuff goes. So, these are the eyebrows. And you can choose color for the eyebrows here, but if you want different colored things, you gotta choose white. And I wanted his eyebrow piercings, so... Those piercings are on the right side, right? Yes, they are. Sorry, sometimes I get confused between his piercings and Evelyn's piercings, since Evelyn, and Coda are my best characters. So, eyebrows and mouth, which I don't do much with. And then you can change the irises. Eye highlights are the shines, like, the shines. And sclera is obviously if you wanted to change the color of the sclera. Face skin, so without his makeup. Eyelashes, you go and import different shapes of eyelashes, and eyeline is boop boop a doop that. So it is cool, and it's a really cool concept, and I know that there is a lot of improvement to be done. And the only thing that sucks is that there aren't very many programs that I can use these avatars in, because they're made for virtual reality programs. But you guys keep seeing me use VRM live viewer. Let's go to that really quick. I need to pause this just in case there's a not safe for work thing. Okay, so here I loaded Sayori. Sorry, there's not a lot of room on my desk. I just finished making all the dokis, which was very difficult. As you can see, these blazers are actually made from the school vest long sleeve, and it makes them look really chubby. And the bow is again made out of hair, and then there's the school skirt, and then these are actually made from loafers. So, I mean, she looks as good as I could have made her with the limitations, and it was really difficult. I'd have to say Monica's hair was the most difficult. So this is VRM Live Viewer, and if you go to the Vroid Hub, they have a bunch of suggested programs that you can use VRM files in. So luckily I don't need virtual reality to a VR system to use this. So let's see what she looks like when she is singing. You know, I haven't actually listened to this song yet. Ah! 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 So right now it's on audio lip sync, which means she's supposed to sing the words. But if I change it to this, then it automatically lip syncs to this specific song. But what is the difference? Yeah, what's the difference? And her hair clips even though the height radius is... Oh, this is just the instrumental. Okay, I get it. Wait. It says inst right there. Jesus Christ. Okay, so, and she can do other things. You can have no lip syncing whatsoever. This is the default stage. Then you can have the plane, which has this funny little saucer flying around, and I don't know why. And then there's floating. And so you have these little planes. You can do the plane. You can do a square, a circle, a penta, meaning a five-sided polygon, a star, which is my favorite, and a heart. And then for the backgrounds, you can choose fantasy, you can choose sunny, overcast, moonshine, and dawn or dusk. But you can also... Wait. Oh, here we go. You can also open your own backgrounds. So let's do something DDLC worthy. Actual game resources, background, corridor. Whoa. Oh, I forgot. It's not flat. It's it's, I guess, meant for 360. And she looks absolutely tiny. Let's find something else. I don't just have a... Huh. I guess I don't. noise. Oh yeah, that's attractive. Oh yeah, that is so attractive. And then you have these effects. You can do none, glitter, glow, which flies up and not down, little 2D hearts, confetti, glow that falls, little stars, and leaves. And here you can change the emission. So this has a lot of leaves, and this has not so many leaves. So, and then you can choose different musics. So, I have a few that I still need to upload. Some of them are more complicated than others. Like I went out of my way to make it different, I guess. This is a T-pose. You can't do much with it at all. Like, I wish you could pose with the T-pose. That's usually what a T-pose is for. BVH is, BVH files are motion capture. So here's this stupid little dance. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know. You can change the speed, whether it loops or not, etc. I have a few different ones. And they would be in here. So not all of them are good or seamless. And some are very shaky. But, you know, I assume these motion captures were not done professionally. I already showed you guys this breakdance, but and I think it came with some of these. This one doesn't work for some reason. And it sucks because I want to find more dance motions, preferably. But they're really hard to find, and the BVH files that I do find are just lame actions. So I'll show you my others. So you already saw Monica. And again, she's not very good, but she's my least favorite, so again, blazer makes them look kind of fat. It's because it's not a blazer, it's a sweater vest. And that bow is textured. I'm actually pretty proud of her stockings. I colored those myself. Her bow is hair. Her hair is not as twirly as it's supposed to be because I just don't have the right options to do that. And then, let's see. I have Monica in an outfit based on one of Satchelly's drawings of Monica, her Valentine's Day picture where she looks like she's offering you chocolate. So that was kind of interesting. She has her little wrist thing. I felt like she should have a casual outfit because everyone else does too. And then I already showed you Sayori in her blazer. Again, for Sayuri's shirt, it looked, believe it or not, it looked better if I used the sweater vest. You can still see the vest part here because there's no texture separating the two, but it looked the best comparatively to my other options. I'm pretty proud of the shorts, actually. And since we never see below the thighs, I had to guess what kind of shoes she would have, so I just kind of gave her something I thought would fit with the personality. Yum, 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 yum. Then Natsuki. Her hair was a nightmare. Especially the pigtails. And these stupid bows. The little ribbons weren't so bad, but these stupid bows, you have no idea. Again, they're made out of hair, so... I mean, the back of her hair wasn't too hard because I did that with a procedural group. But I think one of the hardest parts was getting their bangs as close as possible to the original artwork. And then this was the best I could do for her casual outfit. I know it doesn't really do her cute, adorable outfit justice, but... And then I gave her the cutest little Mary Jane's with the cutest little frilly socks, and she's just so cute. So, yep. And then, oh, Yuri. Her breasts look fairly weird in the sweater vest blazer. Her bangs actually weren't too bad. It was kind of the back of the hair, even though I used procedural groups. It was just trying to make it have shape, but mostly the triangles, the sides of the hair, were the worst. And but more the thing that was harder than modeling the hair was putting the bones to it. So if we let her dance a little bit, we can see what her hair does. And the hair always seems to clip in with this motion when they don't clip as much in the actual program. So it's cool to have really long hair, but what the height radius is it keeps the hair from going through the body. See how the sides of her bangs want to slide along the body instead of going through? You can see it clipping a little bit in. But if you turn the height radius up too high, the hair sticks out from where it's supposed to be. It completely changes the shape. But you also want gravity, and that causes its, certain problems and stuff. But the thing is if you have low height radius and low gravity, then it's not going to move naturally. And I think it's something that they can really improve on when working on Vroid Studio. Oh, and I also gave them panties that were the same color as their eyes. So Monica has green panties, Sayuri has blue, Natsuki has pink, and she has purple polka dot because I didn't have a solid purple. And then the hair clip, of course, is also made out of a strand of hair. I've seen people get really, really, really creative with head accessories and stuff. I have Yuri in her casual outfit, which I know the sweater doesn't look exact, and I didn't use the sweater vest for this. I was thinking about it, but then I thought that this might look better because it was a little tighter. You can see the seam here because there's actually a separation from the top mesh to the bottom mesh because this is actually a dress and there's a ribbon that's supposed to be there. And this is the only texture for a turtleneck that I had, and I know it's the lines aren't as close together in her original. And then I gave her just plain boots, something that I thought, not too extravagant. And then this is just a texture on her legs because they were tight, so she got her buns right there. So, but I think it looks pretty good, all things considering. And then I had to make yandere Yuri because she actually has differently shaped eyes and also different irises. So, as you can see right here, and I studied the artwork really carefully, not only are her eyebrows a lot higher, but you can see that there are no eyelashes, and there are two little spikes right here that go into one spike with a line, a longer black line, and then a little line right here. And if you notice when she's, spoiler alert, stabbing herself, she's blushing. So I gave her a blush, and I had to change her completely. If I open up regular Yuri, then the obvious one is the irises. You can see that the eyebrows are lower. She has eyelashes. This is a completely different shape. It's not round. It's more square. You have these two spikes right here, but then over here you have this one spike, and then the, typical corner. And then she has shorter bottom black lines. I noticed that Sayori and Yuri sprites had the black lines below the eyes, so they're the ones I gave them to. And they were really heavy and prominent on yandere Yuri. So, another thing... Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to edit that. Another thing that I had trouble with was poor Koda and his beanie. Because obviously I had to make his beanie out of hair. I mean, he looks great, all except for his beanie. But he looks really cool, and I love him. But that beanie is just... I want to show you something I came up with. I'm nothing without my beanie. Nothing! So I have a few pictures of him. And then this is his party attire, where he actually wears his makeup and stuff. But, yep. So that's Beroid Studio and stuff. A quick update on the DA situation. They still have not answered me. I managed to get a hold of a staff member through different means, and I asked them, I have reason to believe I'm being ignored, blah, 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 and they reassured me that as soon as somebody was available, they'd answer it. The last thing I asked them was, what do I do if I'm still unanswered for, for months on end or something, and I still haven't received an answer back. But, I don't know, this is so annoying, especially when I have things to post. But, yeah. So, I think that's really all for this video. I want to see you dance. Like, it's strange. He actually looks... I mean, this dance is totally out of character, but he looks kind of hot when he's doing it, so... He's so cute. Anyway. So yeah, I guess that was a life update. Jerry's still doing fantastic. He has surpassed Tommy in lifespan and health. Because, let's see, if Jerry is the age that Tommy was when he died, then a year ago he should have developed at least one tumor and started losing the functionality of his legs because back leg degeneration. But he has full mobility, he has no tumors, and he's still energetic. It's amazing, this rat. And I just know that it's because Orby is sharing his body. So that's what I choose to believe, and no one can talk me out of it. Anyway, so yeah, if you've listened this long, yay. Make sure to subscribe, spread the word of awesome, become a Reitannite, and don't forget to click the little bell. And I shall see you later, alligators and crocodiles. Goodbye.